Hello, everyone. So, essentially, I wanted to, rather than just think of everything to say, I decided rather than just sit there and try and recall every last bit of information, I decided rather than doing that, I decided to write it all down, or type it all down, I mean. So, basically, VHS tapes is a universe where tapes depict a first person view where said person is going to meet a being. The being in this tape is generally hostile and has a single goal, and that's to kill. Why or how these beings exist is unknown. It seems most likely that they exist at the exact same moment the tape exists. It isn't known whether these beings are animalistic, seen as how few seem to require food or any nutrients at all. And any that do can go extended periods of time that would end in starvation and dehydration. However, it does not seem to be present in these beings, only the single desire to kill. The VHS tapes themselves do not seem to show any signs of anomalous properties, other than recording from the person's eyes and changing to every new victim that has an encounter with the being. In terms of the order, the first four tapes seem to show only monsters, both escapable and not escapable. But the fifth tape, however, seems to depict an event, so it's called. The event is a catastrophic thing where it can range from a flash of light leaving nothing but black grass, or hands making coal looking for heat that it can catch fire from to quickly set on fire to cause a detonation of anything above the cave system, or a being that can create vibrations that can destroy a very high amount, and is the only one that can seem to be killed. It's only been killed a single time in its entirety, but as these beings' existence is abnormal, so is death, as they keep coming back after destroying them. The VHS tapes universe is a world of monsters, but for how long will humans be able to avoid these things? How long till there's so many you cannot exist in the world anymore? The group that relays this information to avoid these beings is called Delta Protection, or DP for short. They are who give information about these tapes and record data about them. They allow people to view the being in these tapes. They inform and warn of how to avoid these things and have only one question, however. Who or what is making the tapes? Or these beings? No one knows, despite countless days and years. They've tried to figure out what these things are and how to stop them. And so, I welcome you to the world of VHS tapes. And that was all. That's the entire explanation for it. At any rate, I will soon be posting the Birch Woods, the very first one I've ever made. Essentially, in terms of ideas for this thing, it was a very long time ago that I actually thought about this idea. Essentially, it was a combination of Trevor Henderson and SCP, I guess. I was more focused on Trevor Henderson, if anything. I guess it's just the way that these things are presented that reminds me of the SCP organization. That specifically. Delta Protection in and of itself is the main group that's essentially supplying and far more open to the public than the SCP Foundation. So, yeah. I do hope that you enjoyed. Soon the Birch Woods will then be posted. I shall see you all then.